Dominik Szoboszlai arrived at Liverpool with sky-high expectations and a hefty price tag, but his journey hasn't been as smooth as expected. Despite his impressive skills, his performance dwindled throughout the season. Now, with Arne Slot at the helm, there's a fresh hope. Slot has a bold plan to transform the team, and Szoboszlai is well positioned to become a key player. Will a new strategy unlock his full potential and reignite his career at Anfield? Let's explore how Szoboszlai is set to rise again and become the star Liverpool fans pray he can be. In his early days at Liverpool, Szoboszlai brought a new energy to the midfield, making significant impacts in key areas of the pitch. Early on, in his first 4 Premier League games, Szoboszlai was a standout performer, leading the team in carries into the box. Up until the November international break, only Mohamed Salah created more chances for Liverpool than Szoboszlai. Given those numbers and Szoboszlai's goal involvements, whether through goals, assists, or winning penalties, it was hard not to be excited by Liverpool's new number 8. However, since returning from international duty in November, Szoboszlai came back looking like a completely different player. Some might say Szoboszlai's bad performances were due to fatigue. Coming from the Bundesliga, he might not be used to the Premier League's intensity, especially around the festive period. But the numbers don't really back that up. In preseason, Szoboszlai was only beaten by Mohamed Salah in fitness tests, and he was still covering a lot of ground in midfield. In early January, Szoboszlai suffered a hamstring injury that kept him out for a couple of weeks. But upon his return, he re-aggravated the injury and had to miss even more time. He then came back in March during a tough period for the club, and although his performances were meritable, he missed some key chances and couldn't help turn things around in draws against the Manchester sides and the big Europa League loss to Atlanta. As the season progressed, the relentless schedule seemed quite a challenge for Szoboszlai, impacting his performance and consistency. Some may argue this was due to Liverpool injury issues and Klopp's constant need to rotate players. But by the end of the club season, it was clear that the packed schedule had taken its toll on him, as he wasn't as impactful down the stretch as he had been early on. However, Szoboszlai is starting to show once again glimpses of his potential in Liverpool's preseason games under Arne Slot. In the absence of key players, he afforded the freedom to gallivant up and down the wing and even combined effectively with Salah for a very much deserved goal. A tidy finish into the bottom corner after the Egyptian expertly played him in. But is his inconsistent form due to his role? And why exactly is Szoboszlai more dynamic and impactful for Hungary than Liverpool? Fans may argue the quality of competition at international level varies greatly. Winning against Scotland, for instance, isn't exactly the same as a duel with title holders Manchester City. The simple answer is, it lies in his positioning. At Liverpool, Szoboszlai often plays centrally, whether as an attacking midfielder or a central midfielder. In contrast, for Hungary, he thrives on the wings, adding versatility to his game, serving as a right or left attacking midfielder or winger depending on the team's formation. Of course, the answer to getting these kinds of performances out of Szoboszlai isn't necessarily as simple as moving him into one of those positions. Liverpool simply have more need for him in the middle of the pitch than they do on the outside, with players like Mo Salah, Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, or even Diogo Jota and Darwin Núñez and Harvey Elliott contributing at times. A true embarrassment of riches when they're at their peaks. Arne Slot has indicated that he may stick with the 4-3-3 formation used by Klopp, rather than reverting to the 4-2-3 one. But does this mean there will be no changes in player development on the pitch? Absolutely not, especially when it comes to the midfield trio. The 3 players in the midfield can form different shapes depending on the situation and game state. Liverpool could shift from a lone 6 to a double pivot or even to dual number 10s. Now, we've mentioned that Slot may use a 4-3-3 formation, but with a twist. Szoboszlai's role could be redefined. Shifting him to the left-sided central midfield position could unlock his full potential and make him a true game changer. But how will this small adjustment help Dominik thrive? Is there any real difference? At Feyenoord, Slot deployed Mats Wiefer, Quinten Timber, and Calvin Stengs in his midfield in a 4-3-3 formation using staggered lines. Wiefer acted as the deepest midfielder, Timber played slightly higher with the ability to drop deep and assist in the build-up play, and Stengs stayed high and central with the license to roam around freely across the pitch. That's the role we envisioned for Szoboszlai, as you can see. However, how would this improve Szoboszlai's offensive output, you ask? When pressing opponents, Slot's formation often shifts to a 4-4-2, with a number 10 advancing forward to join the striker and form the initial pressing line. We already discussed Szoboszlai's intensity in the press, Using him as part of the initial pressing line will definitely enhance the Reds' ability to press and counter-press high up the pitch. In this role, Szoboszlai will still need to drop back and cover spaces, but not as aggressively as he did in the number 8 position under Klopp. This is mainly due to the double pivot playing behind him and the 2 wingers dropping back to form a midfield 4. This will preserve his physical energy, resulting in improved abilities on the ball, or at least bringing back the creative and clinical aspects he displayed during his time at RB Leipzig. One of the strongest parts of Szoboszlai's game is his clinical nature. His finishing ability and attacking nous have already been evident at Anfield this season and have always been a big part of his game. He can dribble past players, carry the ball over large distances, and his shooting power is second to none. This is one of the reasons why Szoboszlai has been so integral to the Hungary national team, contributing 8 goals that helped his nation qualify for Euro 2024. By playing as the left-sided number 8 with the freedom to roam the final third, especially drifting to the left-hand side, Szoboszlai will be able to deliver those lethal crosses, combined with his teammates slipping through venomous passes, and receive on his stronger side when he cuts in to unleash his powerful shots. But that's not all. Szoboszlai's off-the-ball movement is also top-notch and can really help the team create chances by making runs between the lines to disrupt the opposition's backline. While Arne Slot is known for applying strict positional play, ensuring players stick to their designated positions, Szoboszlai could have the license to drift to the wide areas. Much like Stengs, who rotates with either wing, Szoboszlai will have the freedom to rotate with the wingers, hold the width, and help stretch the opposition's defensive structure. Clearly, Szoboszlai's previous role under Klopp limited his impact. Tasked with pressing high, covering back, and tracking runners undoubtedly brought on fatigue and inhibited his attacking ability. Slot's approach, giving him more freedom to roam and create, could be the key to revitalizing his form. By being deployed as the left-sided number 8, Szoboszlai will have the freedom to roam high up the pitch where his attacking abilities shine the most, all while having his defensive tasks reduced. Dominik Szoboszlai's leadership qualities have been evident throughout his career, and they will play a crucial role in his success under Arne Slot at Liverpool. At just 23 years old, Szoboszlai was named Hungary's youngest ever captain, a testament to his maturity, vision, and influence on and off the pitch. This leadership role is not merely ceremonial, it speaks volumes about his ability to inspire and guide his teammates. Szoboszlai's leadership style is multifaceted. On the field, he leads by example with his relentless work ethic, tactical intelligence, and ability to remain composed under high pressure. His performances for Hungary, especially during the Euro 2024 qualifying campaign, where he contributed significantly both as a playmaker and a goalscorer, highlight his capability to step up in crucial moments. This calm under pressure is crucial for a team like Liverpool, which often finds itself in high-stakes situations both domestically and in Europe. Off the field, Szoboszlai's leadership is characterized by his humility and dedication to the team. He is known for his approachable demeanor, often engaging with younger players and offering them guidance. This trait is particularly important for a club like Liverpool, which prides itself on nurturing young talent. Szoboszlai's willingness to mentor younger players such as Trenioni showcases his commitment to the club's future and his role in fostering a cohesive team environment. Furthermore, Szoboszlai's involvement in community and charitable activities enhances his leadership profile. He actively participates in initiatives that resonate with the Liverpool community, reinforcing the club's ethos of unity and social responsibility. This involvement not only endears him to fans, but also sets a positive example to his teammates, further solidifying his leadership role. Under Arne Slot, Szoboszlai's leadership will be pivotal. Slot's tactical system, which emphasizes high pressing and dynamic play, requires players who can maintain discipline and inspire others. Szoboszlai's leadership qualities align perfectly with these demands, making him a key figure in Liverpool's quest for success under their new manager. Dominik Szoboszlai's current situation at Liverpool, where he looks to flourish under Arne Slot after a challenging start, isn't unique in football history. Several players have undergone similar transformations, thriving under new management or tactical systems after initially struggling. Here are a few notable examples. Kevin De Bruyne at Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne's career trajectory changed dramatically when he joined Manchester City and began working under Pep Guardiola. After a less impactful spell at Chelsea, De Bruyne thrived in Guardiola's system, which emphasized his strengths as a playmaker. Guardiola's tactical setup allowed De Bruyne the freedom to express his creativity, resulting him in becoming one of the Premier League's most influential players. His vision, passing, and goal-scoring ability were maximized under Guardiola, leading to numerous individual awards and team successes. Mohamed Salah at Liverpool. Another compelling example is Mohamed Salah, who, like Szoboszlai, initially struggled in the Premier League with Chelsea. However, his career was revitalized under Jürgen Klopp at Liverpool. Klopp's high-pressing, fast-paced system perfectly suited Salah's attributes, enabling him to utilize his speed, agility, and finishing prowess. Salah transformed into one of the world's best forwards, winning the Premier League Golden Boot multiple times and playing a crucial role in Liverpool's Champions League and Premier League triumphs. Luka Modric at Real Madrid. Even Luka Modric experienced a significant transformation at Real Madrid after a tough start. Initially voted as one of the worst signings, Modric's fortunes turned when Carlo Ancelotti and later Zinedine Zidane recognized his potential. Modric became an integral part of Real Madrid's midfield, known for his passing, dribbling, and ability to control the game's tempo. His performances under Zidane were particularly noteworthy, as he played a pivotal role in Real Madrid's 3 consecutive Champions League victories. Potential for Szoboszlai. Drawing parallels with these players, Szoboszlai's situation at Liverpool holds similar promise. Under Arne Slot, Szoboszlai can find a tactical system that better suits his style. Slot's emphasis on high pressing and dynamic attacking play can unlock Szoboszlai's potential as a versatile midfielder, much like Guardiola did with De Bruyne or Klopp with Salah. Given the right environment and tactical adjustments, Szoboszlai can overcome his initial struggles and emerge as a key player for Liverpool, contributing significantly to their success. By examining these historical examples, it's clear that a player's fortunes can drastically improve with the right managerial approach and tactical system. For Szoboszlai, Arne Slot's arrival at Liverpool could be the catalyst for a similar resurgence, helping him reach his full potential and become a standout performer in the Premier League. A fresh perspective might be all that Szoboszlai needs. Slot could see Szoboszlai's strengths and value in a way Klopp didn't, making a more deliberate effort to rotate him on the flanks. This approach could also provide extra rest for other forwards, which would be a nice bonus. And of course, free up midfield spots for other aspiring players. A healthy Stefan Bajcetic could see more playing time, but this would open doors for Trent Stake at a midfield position. It's also becoming a crowded squad at Anfield, with stars breaking through, and when a player like Szoboszlai is at his very best, breaking into the starting 11 is tough. Jürgen Klopp was undoubtedly one of the best managers on the planet, but he wasn't necessarily the right strategist to maximize every single player. Maybe for Szoboszlai, head coach Arne Slot will do just that. So, what do you think? Will we see the same tenacious Szoboszlai up front with a more clinical edge thanks to this little tweak? Can Szoboszlai reach new heights in Liverpool's new system and become a key player for Slot's forward line? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And speaking of young talent, the future's looking bright for Liverpool with the new wonder kid signing from Chelsea. Find out why Rio Ngamoha is already making waves at just 15 and what the media hasn't told you.